On this side, I'm going to be working with two of you groups, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing lava layering.
The activity that we're doing on this side is called Piles of Fire, okay, and it basically talks about how the volcanoes are built.
Well, what we were using today was called station teaching, and that's where there are two different lessons basically going on at the same time.
So what forms a volcano? Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking at over here. You're going to be looking more at lava flow on the other side. Okay.
I will need those of you that are on this side to be sure you have goggles.
Each group of kids did one station today, and then tomorrow they're going to flip and do the other station. So they'll get not only the picture of the lava flow with the volcano, but they're also going to see how the pyroclastic materials play into that as well.
So when you had it lower here, but now we have it here, is this red layer going to be as high as the red and yellow layer?
What angle this is. So you don't know how to read your protractor?
They get more one-on-one because it's impossible for one person to give them everything they need. And by being able to share the responsibilities, if we see one's going to need more one-on-one, more hands-on, then the other teacher can work more with the group as a whole.
It's our classroom, there are students, and I think if you approach it from that level, I mean, that's what we did, and I just think it's made it.
It's been very effective.
Through these pamphlets that we're passing out and find information about a structure that you would use to put something in order.
And I want you guys to locate the words or phrases that mean time or order. The words or phrases that mean time or order. Everyone should be looking with the person next to you. We actually used a parallel teaching model where we divided the class in half, and Mrs. Moses worked with a half and I worked with a half.
Talk with the other persons that are in your team about different signal words that you will see when you're reading a passage that talks about time and order.
So you're looking for the phrase or the word that means time and order. I think you get to work with a smaller group of kids.
I was going to say that.
You get to a smaller group of kids and you develop a different rapport. I mean, we both have a great rapport with the students, every student in the classroom, but you have like an ownership when you have the classes split in half.
Right. What you guys are going to do is you're going to each read a passage and you're going to try and figure out which text structure is represented in that passage, okay?
Corey's going to read each story. As Corey is reading the story, you're going to figure out if that story's text structure is problem solution, if it's chronological order.
We are teaching the same content.
So
and they have the benefit of our different quirks or styles.
And these will have your phrases and words that signal what the text structure is.
You can use as a reference the signal words for the different types of text structures. Does everybody understand? She's committed to teaching. She's committed to the students and learning the information, not just being able to say, oh, I presented this and we did that. But she's committed to the students learning the information. I'm committed in the same way. So we're both willing to take risks to make sure that the kids get what they need.
If you were writing an expository text or a personal narrative, which one would you like the most? Look through every single page and locate the one that you think would best express your needs or your desires when you were writing a story.
I want you to look through the pamphlet and find the graphic organizer on the first 9 pages that you like the best. We use the alternative teaching model where one of us took a larger group, the whole group, and then the other of us took several students to the side who may have needed reteach or some
Extra
redressing
Yeah.
of the information.
TLC a little bit. Why did you select the graphic organizer that you picked?
I chose just because it's very organized. It like lists everything I would include in my story or personal narrative.
Does anybody want to tell me what they like about the graphic organizer they chose?
I'll pick the positive graphic organizer.
It's the smaller
Right.
group setting. It's one-on-one. You're able to, you don't have as many kids, so you can
Right.
target the information. and
Target the
you can
weaknesses that those students in the smaller group have.
Right.
I'm going to come around and make sure you have the correct writing prompt.
Once you've selected your prompt and you put a check mark next to it, can you stand up next to your seat for me? So if you have your check mark, you can stand up next to your seat. Kids like attention, and with a smaller group, they get the attention that they need, that they desire, and maybe if they have a question, because they're with 5 or 6 peers, they're not afraid to ask that
Right.
particular
That is
question versus with the whole group with 10 or 20 kids.
Okay, somebody, Terry.
You both wear glasses?
We both wear glasses. Okay.
We write that on our Venn diagram.
Today in the classroom, we were working as a team. We do vary what we do. We don't always work as a team. We may work in separate groups with students, but today we were actually team teaching.
The wicked Miss Viola Swamp coming up the street. No, children.
What's on the board? I thought that was interesting. What's on the board for the Miss Viola Swamp wrote? She'll bring something up and I'll be able to jump in there and she can back off and let me talk, and then I do the same thing. A lot of times we do even better because we're both in here. Okay, so do you think that was something that the children needed to learn? Yes. Yes.
There's always one of us available to go to a child that needs additional help. And it also gives us a chance to really learn from each other.
Because we do focus on the kids here. It's not about me, it's not about Miss Kepke, it's about the kids and what's going to be the best for them.